Let me try that again. Welcome to Friday Night Lights. Bigfork Vikings taking on Jefferson Panthers in the kickoff of their season. Jefferson already taking out Baker 35-0 last week. The Vikings were off. This is their first game of the season here in Jefferson. And sunny skies, a little smoke out there here in Jefferson, but it was about 90 degrees coming in, so it's going to be a hot evening for both teams tonight. This is James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and the Vows, and I had a chance to sit down and talk with the head coach of the Vikings, Jim Benn, pregame. And pregame brought to you by Bigfork Harvest Foods. All your grocery needs, including an amazing bakery, deli, 8111 Highway 35 in Bigfork, 837-5010. The Bigfork Harvest Foods bringing you pregame show. And this is what head coach Jim Benn had to say pregame. Friday Night Lights here in Jefferson, Montana, as the Vikings get ready to kick off the season on the road to take on the Jefferson Panthers. I'm here with the head coach of the Vikings, Jim Benn.
And Coach Benn, you last 12 figures off last year's team, so talk about the difference between last year and this year, and specific about this team. You went and you took second in the state championship last year. Now, a new year for you guys, a little bit different with the last of those 12 players. It's high school football, so you're always going to have to kind of recharge things and put new people in new spots. And, we felt like we had a real good young team
last year, guys that played on the scout team all the way through the playoffs. And we'll see who emerges. And, until you get into the game, you don't really know what you're going to see, who's going to rise to the occasion. And but I'm excited. The kids have worked hard. We have 53 out. They've had a great summer. They've had a great year last year with basketball and track. And we're excited to kind of see where we're headed, and play against a good team early on, and they will help us find things we need to work on.
So I got some new starters in some positions, quarterback obviously, with the graduation of Patrick Warren, and so I'm excited to see what you guys have this year, depending, you're not going to maybe not run the ball as much as you did last year with the horses you had up front, but talk about this year's team. What is your strength? Balance. We've got a smaller offensive line, but they're faster.
They've been in the system for 3 years. Tristan has around the same qualities Pat does, elusiveness, a good arm, tough kid. So we're looking for that. Really good skilled kids all the way around. Our receiving core is, fairly old and mature, and whereas in years past we couldn't necessarily hang our hat on those guys. They've really, developed, and it's nice having a bunch of 6'2", 6'3", 6'4" guys running around in space because they're easier to find.
Well, speaking of that, you got Nick Walker, great receiver last year, DN. You got Gilliard, you got Epperly. A lot of those kids, and they're seniors this year. So, and Jackson Nelson comes back to the team after a few years off with some speed as well.
Yeah, and there's a reason we were third in state in track, and those kids have bought into, working on the speed part of the game, and really that's one of the most important parts is if you're slow, you better be strong, and if we're big and fast, that's the idea.
So talk about your opponent tonight. You take on Jefferson, the Panthers, and they're 1-0. They beat Manhattan, I believe it was 35.
Baker last night. 35-0, I think, something like that. So talk about Jefferson and what you know about them and what they have and what you have to, shut down.
They're going to be a run-heavy team. They moved the Oxnard kid to quarterback. He's very fast. course of the year, and it's just kind of fun to get a game in like this with somebody you respect and you care about as a coach, and it'll be fun.
That's always, I really like the program you guys have built here, and how the kids, you play with great sportsmanship, and that's always been a mark at Bigfork High School. And so you have friends out there that you battle on the field, but when you step off it, you guys are, ultimately friends off the field in this particular case. So, talking about Jefferson again 1-0. So this will be a good test and see what this new team's going to bring to Bigfork.
We're looking forward to tonight. Well, like I said, we'll find out things we need to work on, and good test early, and see what we can pull off here.
Well, I'm looking forward to calling the game. It'll be fun to get back into football. I haven't done that for since last year, so that'll be exciting. And good luck to the Vikes tonight against Jefferson, Coach. And thanks for joining me on the pregame show.
No problem, James. Thank you.
All right, go Vikes. Well, that was Coach Jim Ben on the pregame show here from Jefferson, just wrapping up the national anthem. That's what took me a while to come back on. As the Vikings haven't played yet, Jefferson again 1-0 on the season. 406-270-7384. Chat me up here on YouTube. Say something in BFSD events there on the side, and I'll get back with you. So it's the Vikings taking on the Panthers of Jefferson here, and we'll be getting ready to kick off. Again, it'll be the coin toss here momentarily. And let's go to your starting lineups, brought to you by Averill's Flathead Lake Lodge, where they proudly supported Bigfork Athletics since 1945. The starters for the Panthers. On their defense, a defensive end, senior 5'9", 170 pounds, number 1, Johnny Armstrong. At 6 foot even, defensive back, senior 170, number 2, Michael Empter. The strong safety is sophomore at 5'11", 175 pounds, number 10, Luke Oxart. A senior defensive back, 5'10", 165, number 11, Zach Zodi. Strong safety, senior, 6'1", 180 pounds, number 26, Dylan Root. At outside linebacker, 165-pound, 5'8", senior, number 30, Jace Oxart. A 5'10", 175-pound senior middle linebacker, number 33, Caleb Smartnick. Also a middle linebacker, junior, 6 foot, 170-pound, number 40, Jack Johnson. Number 51 is a 6'5", 250-pound junior defensive lineman, Dalton Noble. At DN, junior, 6 foot even, 210 pounds, number 52, Tyler McGady. And finally, a 6'4", 265-pound junior defensive tackle, number 62, Tavin McMaster. For the head coach, Clit Lang, assisted by Jared Padmos and Josh Morris and Joe Machad. So for the Vikings, they're starting defense, first of all, at nose tackle. It'll be a 6'2", 255-pound senior nose tackle for the defense, number 66, Ethan Rodriguez. The two DNs, first of all, 5'11", senior, 220-pound defensive end, and 51, Manny Baldy. On the other end of the defensive end, it'll be senior, 6'5", 215, number 6, Nick Walker. Taking a looking at the linebackers. A 6 foot even senior, 200 pounds, linebacker, 53, Abe Oaks. Also at linebacker is a 5'10", senior, 175 pounds, number 2, Jackson Nelson. At the other linebacker, 175, junior, 5'11", number 3, Wyatt Johnson. In the middle linebacker It'll be 6'4", 200-pound senior, number 10, Bryce Gilliard. The defensive backs for the Vikings, number 23, 6'2", 108-pound, 80-pound junior defensive back, number 23, Cole Kanopik. The other defensive back on the corner, 6'2", senior, 175, number 9, Isaac Epperly. And then the safeties at 5'11", 170-pound senior, number 11 is Landon Byerman. And the other safety is 190-pound, 5'11", senior, number 34, Joseph Ferrier. For head coach Jim Bend, assisted by Adam Jort, Connor Coleman, Ed Buttrey, Eric Thornus, Tristan Clark, Trevor Rim, and Jaron West. So lots of lineups here as we get ready to kick things off here in Jefferson between the Vikings and the Panthers. They met last year, a heck of a ball game in Bigfork, and I believe we won that one 20-19. They went for 2, and pass was intercepted by Epperly in the end zone in a 20-19 ball game for Bigfork. Well, captain's getting ready to meet, and we'll see who gets the coin toss here. For the Vikings, he got Gilliard, Tristan Hurd, Wyatt Johnson, and Ethan Rodriguez. For the Panthers, number 1, Johnny Armstrong. Number 11, Zach Zodi. Number 33, Caleb Smartnick. And number 26, Dylan Root. Meeting at midfield, and they'll do the coin toss, and we'll find out what the coaches want to do. Once again, James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and the Vows, here from Jefferson, and we'll get the coin toss here. Panthers have won the toss, and they'll defer to the second half. So that means the Vikings will receive the opening kickoff. And we'll be underway. And we'll check and see who's kicking off and who's back here. And kickoff brought to you by Hanson Excavating. Demolition and site preparation, excavating and grading in business for 30 years. Fred Hanson, 837-1051 or hansonexcavating.com. Get a hold of Fred Hanson for all your needs. 406-270-7384. Let me know you're listening out there. And looks like kicking off for the Panthers. It is number 26, Dylan Root, back deep to receive for the Vikings. It'll be number 2, Jackson Nelson, and number 11, Landon Byerman. Back inside the 10-yard line. We're ready to go here from Jefferson, Montana. The Vikings and the Panthers. The opening game for the Vikes here on the road here in Jefferson, Montana. And the whistle blows. Here goes Roots. Kickoff from his own 40. He'll kick it deep. Nelson down near the goal line. Actually in the end zone, he catches it. That'll be a touchback. And the Vikings will get the ball out on their own 20 to start here the first quarter. 1st and 10 for the Vikes here from Jefferson, Montana. probably in the 80s by now. Sunshine still out there. Lights are not on yet. And a little smoke in the area. Got to bring the ball in. We'll put receivers out on either side. Epperly on the left side. Looks like Cole Konopkic on the right side. Hurd in the shotgun. Running back right next to him. And the snap to Hurd. He'll give it off quickly. 34 getting up the outside. That's Ferrier. He'll get tackled short. Ferrier. He'll lose a yard back. Luke Oxart, number 10 on the tackle. Loses a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 11 for the Vikings from their 19-yard line. 2 receivers to the right. Tristan Hurd. Motion goes Ferrier. Inside handoff, and he gives it off. Out to the 25 is Nick Walker. Brought down there by 57. Chase Orchard in on the tackle for the Panthers. Two receivers to the right. Shotgun formation. Single setback next to Hurd is Ferrier. Ferrier gets it up. Going to go up the left side. Crosses the 25. Oxart in on the tackle along with 62. Tavin McMaster right at the 25. No gain. That'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Vikings. And they'll go in punt formation. And number 10, Luke Oxart back deep to receive. Back to Kip for the Vikes. It's number 22, Troy Alford. And Oxart back inside his own 40. Snap, kick on the way. It's going to roll, and Oxart runs away. Nice roll for Bigfork. It hits about the 42, 43-yard line, rolls all the way down near the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Jefferson from their own 31-yard line. No score here. Just early, 10:07 to go in the first quarter. So a 3 and out for the Vikings and 1st and 10 for Jefferson at their own 31-yard line. Shout out to Jack and Donna Grenier and Vernon Mary Marla Childers listening down there back up home in Bigfork. 2 receivers right. Oxart looking to pass, rolls out to the right. Going to keep it. Right there is Gilliard. Gilliard nearly makes the tackle. Nelson in on the tackle along with number 3, Wyatt Johnson. He'll take it up across the 35, out to the 37, picks up 6. That'll be 2nd and 4. Although it looks like 2nd and 5 from here. Yeah, got to get shows to the 42. So 2nd down and 5 for Jefferson. 2 receivers. Left, one in the slot. Going to hand off to the right side. Root with the football. And right there is Ethan Rodriguez with the tackle out across the 40 at about the 41-yard line, just across the 40. We'll call it 3rd down and about 2 for Jefferson. And the Vikes running a 3-4-4 defense here. 3 linemen, as we talked about, 4 linebackers and 4 DBs. So shotgun formation for Oxart. Single setback behind him. 1 receiver out to the left, 1 to the right. Right up the middle, Rodriguez on the stop. Dylan Root on the carry, takes it across the 45 out to about the 46. Call it the 45 and a half, and 1st and 10 for Jefferson. So 1st and 10 just across the 45 for Jefferson. They'll run trips out to the right side. Single receiver on the left. Shotgun formation is Oxart. Single setback right next to him. He's going to fade back deep. Roll to his right. Looking to run is Oxart right there chasing him down. Bigfork misses the tackle. Run out of bounds there by 51. Manny Baldy. But Oxart on the keeper crosses into Bigfork territory all the way down to the 46-yard line. He'll pick up about 8, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 2 for Jefferson. They'll run trips to the wide side here on the left side now. Single receiver over on the right. Single setback next to Oxart in the shotgun formation. Snaps it. Root right up the middle. He takes it across the 40 of Bigfork. Nelson in on the tackle, and I believe as well as Rodriguez. Takes it down to the 40 of Bigfork, and 1st and 10 for Jefferson on the Viking 40-yard line. Again, trips to the left, single receiver out right. Single setback route right next to Oxart. Oxart back at the 45, and he'll take the snap. Hands it off to Root. Root right up the middle. This time, Baldy's right there as well. Number 3 for the Vikes, Wyatt Johnson. He'll cross the 40 down to the 39, picks up 1. That'll bring up 2nd down and 9. So 2nd and 9 for Jefferson. 7:29 to go here in the opening quarter of this ball game, and no score yet on your Flathead Mortgage scoreboard. They'll run 2 receivers, twins out to the right side. I formation, shotgun. Oxart going to have the second guy through. Rodriguez in on the tackle. Jace Oxart, number 30 on the handoff. Takes it down to the 36-yard line, and that'll bring up a pickup of 3 and 3rd down and 6 for Jefferson. So the Vikings going to need to step it up here on defense. Opening drive, trips out to the right, single receiver left, single setback next to Oxart. Oxart takes the snap, looking deep, throws it up. Left side right there is Epperly. Epperly, great coverage on defense. Michael Epner up the left side, but Epperly, an all-state player, played that perfectly. So that'll be 4th down and 6 for the Panthers, and we'll see what they do here. They're at the Viking 36-yard line. Maybe try to pin them deep. Nelson, along with Epperly, go back deep. Punt formation. Showing here, Caleb Smartnick, number 33, is their punter. He's back at the 50, takes the snap, kicks it. He'll go up the left side. Nelson rolls away inside the 5-yard line. Touchdown there by Root as Nelson had to back away along with Landon Byerman. You'll recognize Byerman. Byerman also playing soccer. So he's playing tonight's game. He's doing double duty, playing football and soccer, and he'll head to Billings to play soccer tomorrow as they take on Lockwood tomorrow. So the Vikings will come out 1st down from their own 4-yard line. They're going to run like a power formation. Hurd in shotgun formation, 2 running backs to his left side. Gives it to the second guy through. And that's to Nick Walker. Walker gets it across the 5 out to about the 7, so picks up 3 on the play, and it'll bring up 2nd down, and 7. So 2nd and 7 for Bigfork. They were able to hold Jefferson on their drive. Epperly, Konopkic out to the right side. Gear, the tight end on the left side. Walker in the slot. Ferrier next to Tristan Hurd. Motion goes Epperly. Epperly trying to run it, trying to get out the outside. Gets up near the same line of scrimmage. We'll see. Looks like 56. Brady Armstrong in on the tackle. And officials stop the clock. There's a flag, I believe, on the far side. Illegal shift. Dead ball, illegal shift on the Vikes. So they'll take the result of the play, which is a loss of 1, back to the 6. And that'll bring up third down. 3rd and 8 for the Vikes at their own 6-yard line as they just across the 5. They got to get out just short of the 15. So a long 8 yards. Twins out to the right side. Hurd looking, rolling to the right side, throwing it deep underneath. And wide open is Epperly. Epperly with a catch across the 20. And a nice catch run out of bounds by Jefferson. Number 10, Oxart. And Epperly takes it all the way up to the 24-yard line. So a nice pickup there and a first down for the Vikes at their own 24. Epperly, wide left. Knopkick, wide right. Shotgun formation, Walker in motion. He'll go over to the left side. Hurd, shotgun. Ferrier looking, hands it off. Inside handoff to Nick Walker. Nick Walker takes it across the 25 out near the 26 or 27-yard line. On the inside handoff from Hurd. Takes it out to the 27-yard line. Picks up about 3. We'll call it 2nd and 7 for the Vikes. Here in the first quarter, 4:32 to go, no score here on your Gilliard Painting scoreboard. Receiver left, receiver right. Walker again in motion, right to left, sets up on the left side. Hurd, shotgun formation, going to give it to Ferrier. Ferrier right up the middle. He cut back. I think if he took it straight up, it would cross the 30. I think he would have got the first down, but he tried to cut outside, and the Panthers right there. Jace Oxart, number 10, or 30, in on the tackle for Jefferson. Out right at the 30-yard line, or check that 29-yard line. So third down, and we'll call it about 6. 2 receivers right. Kristen Hurd, shotgun formation, looking. He's got a man underneath. Gives it up to Epperly. Epperly's going to get the first down across the 40, out near across the 45, and going to mark him down at the 46-yard line. Check that 45-yard line. Tackle by number 33, Caleb Smartnick. That'll bring up a first down for the Vikings at their own 45. So Bigfork starting to put some plays together, and he'll send Konopkic and Epperly out to the left side. Shotgun formation, Ferrier next to Hurd. Nick Walker on the right side. He'll go in motion. Going to hand it off to Walker. Walker's going to go out left side. Nice blocking. And Nick Walker's going to run up. He's at the 40. He's down to the 30. He's at the 25, down near the 20. He's tackled. No flags on the play. And Nick Walker goes in motion, gets the handoff on the fly sweep. He'll take it all the way down to the 20-yard line of Jefferson. And a 1st and 10 for the Vikings on a nice run there by Nick Walker. Walker, the 6'5" senior. And Konopkic will go out wide to the right. Epperly to the left. Hurd, Ferrier next to him. Walker and Gilliard will switch over to the right side. Tristan Hurd hands it out to Ferrier. Ferrier looking up right side, cuts it back in, gets it down near the 15, and he's going to be attacked by Luke Oxart. And gets it down to the 16, almost the 15. We'll call it second, and along 5, we'll call it 2nd down and 6 for the Vikes. 2:25 to go here in the opening quarter, and the Vikings on the move. Epperly and Konopkic. out to the left side. Ferrier next to Hurd in the shotgun formation. Look, Hurd looking, rolling, looking. Finds it all the way, throwing it out of the back of the end zone. And battling to get it is Gilliard, but he catches it underneath the goal out of bounds. And a nice throw there by Hurd, but too bad Gilliard was out of bounds. That'll bring up 3rd and 6 from just short of the 15 for the Vikings. They got to get out about to the 10-yard line. So a little bit at 5.5, a little over 5 yards actually. So Epperly will go out to the left. Konopkic out to the right. Ferrier on the right side of Hurd, shotgun formation. Nick Walker in the slot on the left side. Along with Gilliard, Nick Walker goes in motion. Throwing underneath. Oh, just overthrows Epperly. Had him wide open inside the 10 as Hurd got pressure put on him. And Smartnick, I believe, was on the coverage there. Just overthrowing Epperly inside the 10. And the Vikings will take a timeout here in Jefferson. No score, 1:58 to go here in the opening quarter in a battle of Class B between Jefferson and Bigfork. I'll be right back here after this quick timeout. Back here in Jefferson, no score here on your Gilliard Painting scoreboard. With 158 trips out to the right side for Jefferson, one single receiver out on the left side. Shotgun formation, single setback route right next to Oxard. Going to hand it up to him this time. There's nowhere for him to go. Baldy right in the backfield, along with 53, Abe Oaks. He'll lose. They say he didn't lose anything. Still at the 21. And 3rd and 1 for the Panthers. So a nice job up front by Baldy and Oaks on the stop. Receiver right, one left, shotgun formation. Looking. Root takes it up and brought down there by Manny Baldy, but he crosses the 25, enough for a first down out to the 26. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 26 for the Panthers. No score on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard here with 30 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. Trips out to the right, single receiver left. Shotgun formation is Oxart. Root right next to him on the left side. Gonna fade back deep, roll right. Throws it out over the middle, complete. Brought down there. Opposing 11s tackle each other. Zach Zodi on the catch. Landon Byerman on the stop. Out to the 39-yard line for the Panthers. And so 13 seconds and counting here in the first quarter, and still no score. They won't get a playoff before the end of the third quarter. So we'll enter one quarter complete here in Jefferson, Montana. It is the Jefferson Panthers 0, the Bigfork Vikings 0. We'll be back with the second quarter here. No score on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard from Jefferson, Montana. All right, we're back here, second quarter action, and the Panthers with a football at their own 39-yard line, 1st and 10 to start the second quarter. No score yet on your Montana Athletic scoreboard between the Vikings and the Panthers here from Jefferson, Montana. And they'll send two receivers, twins, out to the right side. Actually doubles, so two on either side. Shotgun formation, single setback right next to Oxart. Snap, gives a hand up right up the middle. And tackle brought down, number 9. Or check that, Nick Walker, number 6, in on the tackle. And that's Jace Oxart on the carry. Shows him out to the 42-yard line. A pickup of 3, 2nd and 7. On forward progress. So 2nd down and 7 for Jefferson. And again, they'll run the doubles formation. A single setback right next to Oaks on his left side. Snap, looking to throw it. Looking deep over the middle. Got a guy open right there. Landed Byerman, picks it off. Byerman, the soccer player, goes up and gets it. That pass was intended for Jace Oxart. And Byerman, great job. He picks it off at the 28 for the Vikings. So turnover on that turnover, if you will. Nice job by Byerman, who's been playing soccer all 3 years and now back out on the gridiron, playing football here in his senior year, and will continue to play soccer as well. So a nice job there by Byerman. 1st and 10 for the Vikings in their own 28-yard line. Epperly. Konopkic out to the left. Shotgun formation. Ferry on the right side. Epperly in motion. Going to hand it out to Ferrier. Ferrier cuts up the middle and crosses the 30. Brought down there by number 62, Tavin McMaster. Gets it out to the 32. And picks up 4, 2nd down and 6 for Bigfork. Here, early on, second quarter. Epperly, Konopkic out to the left side. Or check that. Epperly will go over to the right side. Ferrier on the left side of Hurd. Epperly goes in motion over the left side. And a flag will fly on the near side. No flag as the timeout was taken first by the Vikings. So they'll pick up the flag here. So no score yet. Hey, if you didn't catch it last night, I finally was able to get on. We had some difficulty with YouTube's new policy, double verification, but luckily Jeremy Taylor helped me out. We were able to get on and watch the Valkyries take on the Florence Lady Falcons, and the Valkyries win that in going away fashion 3-0. They win 25-18, 25-22, and 25-20 against Florence last night. So a big shout out to the Valkyrie volleyball action. They also took Loyola 3-0 on Tuesday at home. I'll tell you their schedule coming up. Shotgun formation, receiver on either side. Epperly will go in motion from left to right. Hurd takes the snap, gives it up to Ferrier. Ferrier getting up the right side. Nice job by Epperly on the block. Ferrier getting it up for a first down as he crosses and goes out of bounds near the 40-yard line. And they'll spot him right at the 40 of Bigfork. That's enough for a Bigfork Vikings first down. And 1st and 10 from their 40-yard line. So gives it off to Ferrier as Epperly goes in motion and has a nice block out there on the right side. So Epperly, Konopkic will go out to the left side. Hurd back in shotgun formation. Nick Walker on the wing over on the right side. Ferrier on the left side. Or check that. Hands off to Ferrier. Ferrier right up the middle. He's going to get the 40. He's down to the 30. He's at the 20. 10, 5, touchdown Vikings. Ferrier right up the gut. scores the touchdown. 60 yards on the run by Joseph Ferrier. And nice blocking up by the Vikings up front. That was number 3, Wyatt Johnson, who was in for Walker. Now Johnson will hold. Hurd will kick the extra point try for the Vikings here. Snap, down, Hurd's kick up. And good by Tristan Hurd. With 10:09 to go here in the second quarter to halftime, it is the Vikings leading the Jefferson Panthers 7-0 here on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Brought to you by Averill's Flathead Lake Lodge, where they proudly supported Bigfork Athletics since 1945. I'll be back with the kickoff here from Jefferson, Montana momentarily after this. All right, we're back here in Jefferson, Montana. Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard says the Vikings lead 7-0 with 10:09 to go here till halftime. And kicking off, it'll be 22 for Bigfork, a new addition this year. That is Troy Alford, a senior. Back deep, looks like number 30, Jace Oxhart. And I believe it's number 10, his brother Luke Oxhart on the far side, back inside the 15 to receive the kick of Alford for Bigfork. Kick right down the middle, squibs it, picked up by Oxhart. 10, gonna run to the outside, tripped up, brought down by Konopkic, and Luke Oxhart picks at the 10, he brings it out to the 40, so a gain about 30 on the return by return man. And check that, he at the 15 out to the 40, so 25 yards on the return. And 1st and 10 for Jefferson here. So they'll come out, twips out to the left on the wide side. Single receiver here on the right. Single setback. Oxhart in shotgun formation for Jefferson. Here comes Nick Walker on the, check that, Epperly on the rush. Konopkic. Armstrong on the catch. Out across the 45 out to the 46, picks up 6, 2nd down and 4, and brought down by Cole Konopkic on the far side. It'll be 2nd down and 4 here, not under the 10 minutes to go here in the first half, 9:53, and the clock is stopped as he tackled him out of bounds. Again, trips out to the right side, single receiver, Armstrong out on the left. Root next to Oxhart in the backfield. Shotgun formation, look, snaps, gets it off the root right there, and brought down from behind. 51, Baldy in on the tackle, along with 53, Oaks. Crosses the 50 into Bigfork territory at the 49. A pick up enough for a 1st down. 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the Viking 49-yard line. Once again, 406-270-7384. I know the Jorts are listening out there as well. Thanks for tuning in to Viking football here on Friday night. Trips out to the right side, single receiver left, single setback, the quarterback in shotgun formation. Oxhart's going to run it right up the middle. Takes it. Nick Walker in on the tackle, along with number 3. That's Wyatt Johnson. And he'll take it out to down to the 45. Pickup of 4, second down and 6 for the Panthers. Oaks is fast, or Oxnard, is fast at quarterback. Coach Jim Ben talked about that in pregame as he moved to the quarterback spot and can really run the ball. There goes single receiver left, trips out to the right side. Oxnard by himself in the backfield, shotgun formation. Usually where he's going to run. He's looking deep, find a man over the middle. Oh, and picked off by Byerman. The side judge comes from way over and says it's incomplete. The guy right there doesn't call it incomplete, but Byerman almost had his second pick of the season as he dove for it. Unlike the NFL, we don't have instant replay or college, but nice effort by Byerman as Oxnard threw it over the middle late. And it'll bring up third down. Third down and 6, trips to the right, single receiver left. Root next to Oxnard, shotgun formation. Looking, he's going to roll out to his right. Pressure put on. Oh, just misses him, does Bigfork. Gilliard runs out of bounds. And Oxnard will take it inside the 40. And that's going to be enough for a first down. Nearly had him in the backfield with pressure put on by Jackson. The Corbins also joining Childers and Grenier, listening to the ball game back in Bigfork. So first and 10, at the Viking called the 38-yard line for Jefferson. 8:23 to go here. Trips out to the left side, the wide side, twins, on the right side. Oxnard in the backfield, shotgun formation by himself. Looking, motion goes his brother. Then Oxnard's going to run it right up the middle. Right there is Jackson along with Johnson on the tackle for the Vikings. Picks up about 3, second and 7, inside the 35 of Bigfork. Just short of the 34, and second down and 7 for the Panthers here in the second quarter as we roll till halftime with 7:47 to go and counting on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Trips right, single receiver left, shotgun formation, route next to Oxnard. Flag flies, and that usually means a false start. Yes, it is. That's the initial indication. It'll be false start against the Panthers. On the side judge, they'll take it back 5 yards, back to the 40. And that's going to bring up second and 12. So second and 12 now. Defense holding out near the 40 for the Panthers. Oxnard comes to the sideline to get the play from the coach. And they'll put trips out to the right side. Single receiver on the left side. Root next to Oxnard. Shotgun formation again. Looking. Hands it up to Root right up the middle. Root dancing around. Right there. Brought down by Rodriguez. Ethan Rodriguez on the tackle. As Root gets inside the 40 just a little bit. Down about the 37. 38. Back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up third and 10 now for Jefferson. Again, the Vikings lead 7-0 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard with 6:39 and counting here till halftime in their first game of the season. This is Jefferson's second game as they beat Baker last week 35-0. Trips near side on the right side. Single receiver out to the left. Oxnard, shotgun formation. Looking. He's looking to roll. Try to throw back door right there. Pass overthrown. Nelson on the coverage along with Konopkic. And pass intended for Jace Oxart. It falls incomplete inside the 20. That'll bring up 4th down, 4th and 10 for Jefferson at about the 38-yard line of Bigfork. And Nelson, along with Epperly, will go back inside the 10. And back to punt. Their punter shows 33. Smartnick. Snap. It is. Kicks it. Light little short punt. Gonna roll inside the 10. Touchdown. There, my number 11, Zach Zodi. Back at the 6 or 7 yard line as it's marked here momentarily. So it'll be Viking football as they were able to hold and force a 4th and 10. And they'll mark it right about the 7-yard line. And they got to get out to the 17. So 1st and 10 from the 7 for the Vikings. 6:05 to go here till halftime here from Jefferson, Montana. James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and the Vals. Hanging next to me, you know this guy, Colin Wade, filming for Bigfork. Can tell Bigfork took another timeout or not. No. Change of possession, able to get some water with the heat. Epperly coming in, getting the play. Konopke out to the right. Epperly out to the left. Tristan Hurd, shotgun formation. Ferrier next to him on the right side to do a little shift or check that. Is Wyatt Johnson in the ball game in motion. Gives it up to Johnson. Johnson going to run left side, going to get outside. And going to get tackled about the 5 for a loss. Oxart, number 10, in on the tackle along with Johnny Armstrong. And he's going to lose a couple. That'll bring up 2nd and 12. Johnson, part of that track team for Bigfork, really fast in the hurdles. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 12 for the Vikes. Back at the 5. They got to get out to the 17. Twins out to the right side. Tristan Hurd in shotgun formation. Look. Inside handoff to Wyatt Johnson. Takes it across the 10. Out near the 15. And they'll mark it about the 13. So about pick up or check that. They'll mark it at the 14-yard line. 3rd down and about 3. So a big 3rd down here for the Vikes with 4:50 to go here till halftime. Epperly right, Konopke to the left. Hurd on the left side of Ferrier next to Hurd in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Up the middle goes Ferrier. He crosses the 15. Jace Oxart, number 30, in on the tackle for Jefferson. Takes it out to the 16-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 1 for the Vikings. So it looks like the Vikes will kick, and that's a pretty smart move there. Don't want to give them the short field with 4 minutes to go. Alford to kick or punt for Bigfork. Back deep is Luke Oxart. Inside the Bigfork 45. Alford. Booming kick way up. Gonna roll a nice Bigfork roll across the 50 down to the 48-yard line. Yeah, nice punt there by Alford. We had it at the 16. 36-yard punt there for Alford. And 1st and 10 for Jefferson at their own 48. Hanson Excavating scoreboard says 3:46 to go here till halftime. The Vikings lead 7-0. Trips out to the left for Jefferson. Single receiver right. Shotgun formation. Oxart going to roll out to his left. Throws a short pass out there. Knopke will take him out of bounds. Pass complete to Zach Zodi. In the flat over on the left side. Takes it down at the 40. And enough for first down for Jefferson. So Cole Konopik on the stop for the Vikings. And 1st and 10 for the Viking 40-yard line here for Jefferson. Trips right. Single receiver left. Root on the right side of Oxart in shotgun formation for Jefferson. He's going to roll out to his right. Walker trying to get there. And Oxart taken down by Nelson. Takes it down near the 35. They'll mark it right at the 35. A pickup of 5. And 2nd down and 5 for Jefferson. So send trips out to the wide side, left side. Single receiver on the right. Root. Next to Oxart. Hands off the Root. Root up the middle. Gonna get tripped up. Tackled there by, nearly brought down by Walker. Brought down by Byerman. But not until he gets to the 26-yard line of Bigfork. And a 1st and 10 for Jefferson with 2:54 to go here till halftime. So 1st and 10 for Jefferson at the Viking 26-yard line. Trips out left, doubles, or twins, out right. Oxart, shotgun formation by himself. Going to run it right up the middle. And the Vikings there on the stop. Down to the 21. Gilliard in on the tackle, along with 71 for Bigfork. Evan Tidwell takes it down to the 21-yard line. Make that the 22. We'll call it 2nd down and 6. It's longer than 5, and we'll call it 6. So they'll run trips to the left. Twins to the right. Oxart, shotgun formation by himself in the backfield. Vikings need to get pressure on him. Going to throw it off the screen out there. Right there, Cole Konopke in on the tackle pass. Complete out to Armstrong. Armstrong dives forward. Gets it down to the 15-yard line. So Cole Konopka in on the stop for the Vikings, right at the 15-yard line. On the screen to Armstrong. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Viking 15 with 1:33 and counting. Trips out to the right side. Twin receivers left. Oxart in the backfield, shotgun formation by himself. Look for him to run. He's going to run it right up the middle. Right there are the Vikings. Oxart picks up about 5. Johnson in on the tackle. So Johnson in on the tackle down to about the 10. 2nd down and about 4, just inside the 10. And a timeout taken by Jefferson with 1:12 to go here till halftime. And they're trailing 7-0 on your Gilliard Painting scoreboard here from Jefferson. I'll be right back after this timeout from Jefferson, Montana. All right, welcome back to Jefferson. 1:12 to go here to halftime. Vikings up 7-0. On your Gilliard Painting scoreboard, Jefferson on the move. Down to the Viking, about 9-yard line. And 2nd and 4. Split back spot right next to Oxart in the backfield. Oxart going to run right up the middle. And Bigfork on the stop. Looks like Wyatt Johnson in on the stop for Bigfork. Down to the 6-yard line, 3rd and 1, and under a minute to go. Again, twin receivers out to the right side. Oxart, 2 backs on either side. Oxart going to run it up again right up the middle. This time, Bigfork right there. Looks like Baldy in on the tackle. Is going to be timeout. Got the first down, 1st and goal. It's just the front tip of the ball is on the 5-yard line, so a little more than 4, a little less than 5 with 42 seconds to go. And timeout taken by the Panthers. Here they're down to 1 left with 42 to go here in the first half. From Jefferson, Montana, Vikings lead 7-0. Here on your Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. Shout out to Hoagie Hogan listening out there. Yeah, another great year of Vikings sports and Valkyrie sports as well, as we cover volleyball and football here this fall season. Appreciate all my sponsors allowing me to travel and be able to broadcast these games. So thank you. Tonight to Bigfork Harvest Food, Montana Athletic Club, Flathead Lake Lodge, Hanson Excavating, Flathead Mortgage, and Gilliard Painting. So a big 42 seconds left to go here in the first half. Can the Vikings defense stiffen up? That Luke Oxart is tough. He's been running that power formation and keeping the ball, but they're going to run trips out to the right side, single receiver left, and Root will go right next to the right side of Oxart in shotgun formation. Here on the first down. Oxart takes the snap. He's going to roll out right, looking for a guy over, throws it. And Epperly on the coverage. Little out route to Johnny Armstrong as he runs an out route and touchdown for the Panthers here with 38 seconds to go. So Root on for the extra point try. Armstrong to hold for the Panthers, trying to tie it up here with 38 seconds to go here in the first half. Snap, a little slow, but able to get it up and through the middle. Panthers tie it up with 38 seconds to go here in the first half. So 7-7 here on the, check that, about the 28-yard line by the sticks marked over there. 1st and 10, Eppley right, Konopkic wide left. Ferrier behind Hurd in shotgun formation. Hurd looking. Going to give it out to Ferrier, see what they can get. Ferrier right up the middle, takes it out to about the 35-yard line. They got one timeout left with 23 seconds to go here in the half. Bigfork will take its final timeout as he takes it out to the 34. And 2nd down and 3 here from Jefferson, Montana. Flathead Mortgage scoreboard, 7-7 here with 23 seconds to go in the first half. I'll be back with the rest of the second quarter here from Jefferson, Montana. Yeah, Marine. Yeah, you are correct. We actually are in Boulder, what's Jefferson County, or Boulder County High School, or Jefferson High School, playing here. And 23 seconds to go, second and about 4. Tristan Hurd, shotgun formation. Receivers on either side. Going to give it off to Ferrier. Ferrier going to run it right up the middle. Breaks it across to inside to about the 45-yard line. First down for Bigfork. And got to set the change. Bigfork's going to go quickly. Hurd, shotgun formation. And 17 seconds to go. Wind the clock. Hurd going to go underneath. And he spikes it to stop the clock. And which is smart on first down. Now they got plenty of time as the clock stops at 11 seconds to go. And Hurd right at the 45 of Bigfork here in Boulder, Montana. Jefferson High School, Konopka. And Jefferson will take a timeout. Their final timeout as the Vikings rush to the line to run a play here. So 11 seconds to go. Another opportunity for Bigfork to score here in Boulder, Montana. I'll be back with the conclusion of the first half. 7-7 is the score on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Well, that was quick. We're ready. Back. Konopka out to the left side. He's got some speed. Epperly on the right side. Konopka shotgun formation. Ferrier right next to him. Nick Walker in the slot behind Gilliard on the right side. Hurd, shotgun formation looking. Throws the screen. Nearly picked by Jefferson. That could have been dangerous because he had open field with only Hurd back there to make the tackle. Oh, my, that could have been bad for the Vikings. That'll bring up third down and 10 for Bigfork. On the incompletion with 7 seconds to go. So trying to run a little middle screen. And number 56 right there nearly picked it off. That was Brady Armstrong. They'll go again. Epperly, right. Konopka, left. Shotgun formation for Hurd. Ferrier goes out. Gives it off to Nick Walker. Walker right up the middle. Takes it down to the 40 of Jefferson. He picks up 15 on the play, does Nick Walker. And that'll be the completion of the first half. 7-7 here on your Flathead Mortgage scoreboard here from Boulder, Montana, as Jefferson and Bigfork are tied at halftime. I'll be back with your halftime stats here momentarily. All right, welcome back to Boulder, Montana, Jefferson County High School, and taking a look at your halftime stats here. Just making sure I got them here momentarily. So each scores 7 in the second quarter. Joseph Ferrier with 10:09 to go, 60 yards for the touchdown, and Tristan Hurd kick is good. Oxart with 38 seconds to go completes to Zodi for 4 yards. Point after by Root is good. Tied at 7-7 at half. Offensive line, total offense, Bigfork 218, 142 for Jefferson. Number of plays 24 for Bigfork, 31. So yards per play 9.1 for Bigfork, 4.6 for Jefferson County. So passing 3 of 6 for 41 yards for Bigfork. No touchdowns, no interceptions. For Jefferson County, 5 of 9, 42 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Rushing, 177 yards for Bigfork, 100 for Jefferson County. 18 carries, 9.8 for Bigfork, so they're really running the ball well. 22 carries, a 4.5 average for Jefferson County. Receiving 41 yards to 42. 3 completions for Bigfork, 5 for Jefferson. Turnovers, none for Bigfork, and 1 by Jefferson. Punting, 2 for 39.5 for Bigfork, 2 for 31.5. So pretty even. Time possession, just under 10 minutes for Bigfork, 9:47, 13:42 for Jefferson. First downs, Bigfork 7, 11 by Jefferson County. And taking a look here, Oxart 5 of 9, 42 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Rushing, Oxart 10 for 52 yards, Dylan Root 11 for 46 yards, and Jace Oxart 1 for 2. Ferrier 10 for 108, that nice 60-yard run, doing most of the damage with 1 touchdown. Nick Walker 5 for 63, so Walker really running the ball well. Wyatt Johnson 2 for 7, and Isaac Epperly 1 for -1. Receiving, Epperly 2 for 36, Gilliard 1 for 5, and Ferrier 0 for 0. For Jefferson, 3 for 30 for Zodi. Zach Zodi. 2 for 12 for Johnny Armstrong. Epner and Oxart, no yards, no catches for them here in your halftime stats. Well, looking at defense, Dylan Root leading the way with 4 tackles, Oxart with 3.5, Smartnick 3, Oxart, that is Jace Oxart with 3 as well. And Metner with 2, Armstrong with 1.5, along with Jackson, Johnson, McGady, and McMaster 1 apiece. Wyatt Johnson leading the way, 5 for Bigfork, 2 solos, 6 assists. Manny Baldy 4.5, Cole Konopke 4, 2.5 for Byerman, and Byerman has the interception for Bigfork. Almost had another one. Gilliard with 2, Jackson Elwood with 2, Ethan Rodriguez 1.5, same with Abe Oakes and Evan Tidwell. Joseph Ferry with 1, and Nick Walker with 0.5. Hurd 1 extra point, 1 point. Punting, Alford 2 for 79, good average 39.5. Kickoff returns, Nelson 1 for 20 yards, so a nice return there by Nelson that last time. Smartneck doing the punting, 2 for 63, and kickoff returns 1 for 25 by Luke Oxart. Kicking, Root with 1 extra point try is good and 1 point. So that's your halftime stats here from Boulder, Montana. Again, this is James LaFontaine. Glad to be with you here from Boulder, Montana, and checking out the Vikings this year. I'll be back with the second half here from Boulder, Montana, as the Vikings and the Panthers are tied at 7. Halftime brought to you by Gilliard Painting. Interior, exterior painting and staining, pressure washing, parking lot striping, property caretaking. Chip Gilliard, 1080 Swan, Horseshoe Drive at Bigfork, 210-7794, chipgilliard@yahoo.com. He was the 2020 Best of the Flatheads, the #1 best painting contractor, Gilliard Painting, sponsors of this halftime. I'll be back from Boulder, Montana, with the second half. All right, welcome back to Boulder, Montana. Second half, getting ready. The Vikings will be kicking off. That's Alfred be kicking off to deep is 30, Jace Oxart, and his brother Luke Oxart on the far side. And getting ready to kick off here. Out of the south, Bigfork to kick off here. In the second half, we're tied at 7. Second half kickoff brought to you by the Flathead Lake Lodge. Here goes Alfred's kick. Kicks it deep. It's going to roll now. Back in the end zone. A touchback. It'll be Jefferson County High School's ball at their own 20. 1st and 10 to start the second half. And glad to be with you. Thanks for listening out there. You can message me or here on BFSD events. You can also chat if you're along and listening and want to do that. So 1st and 10, and they'll send trips out to the left side is Jefferson. Single receiver on the right side, the near side, the short side. Oxart at quarterback in the shotgun formation. Going to look to roll to the left side. Quickly kicks it out to Jace Oxart. Jace Oxart, Byerman, and brought down by Ferrier. And Jace Oxart takes it out across the 35. They'll bring it out to the 40-yard line. And 1st and 10 for the Panthers, 20-yard pickup on the pass. So 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation. Single setback on the left side of Oxart. Oxart with a snap. Quicks fakes it. Keeps it. And grabbed by the ankle. Nice job. That was Landon Byerman. Makes the tackle for no gain. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Panthers here in the second half. Play comes into Oxart. Again, the Vikings in a 3-4-4 defense. And they'll run 1 receiver out to left, trips out to the right on the wide side, the near side. Oxart, shotgun formation. I believe Root's right next to him on his right side. He's going to roll to his right. This time, Walker getting pressure, but complete. And Gillard in on the tackle with Nelson. Pass is complete out to number 11, Zach Zodi. And takes it out to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 7. 3rd and 3 for Jefferson County High School, or the Panthers. So, because Jefferson deferred, they got the second half kickoff and moving the ball down the field. Big 3rd down here for Bigfork. Send 1 receiver out to the left, trips out, 1 receiver right, trips to the left. Oxart. Shotgun formation. Single setback next to him. He's going to roll to the left, try to put on pressure, and pass incomplete. Konopkic on the coverage. Pass intended for Johnny Armstrong. That'll bring up 3rd and, check that, 4th and 3 from their own 47-yard line. And looks like they're going to punt the ball as Jackson Nelson, Isaac Epperly go back deep to receive. And number 33, Caleb Smartnick to punt for Jefferson. Punts it deep over Epperly's head. Epperly will take it about the 16, 17-yard line and return it up. Tries to run outside of the house. And Armstrong on the tackle of Epperly about the 21-yard line. First and 10 from their own 21 here for Bigfork. So their first possession of the second half with 9:39 to go here in the third quarter. We're tied at 7 on your Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard from Boulder, Montana. So the near side, Epperly. Konopkic will go out wide to the left. Ferrier, right side of Hurd. Epperly goes in motion. Going to run it up the right side. Is hit by Luke Oxard. Maybe gained a yard on the play. Actually gained about a yard, 2nd and 9 from the sticks on the far side. At the 22-yard line. 2 receivers. Konopkic, Epperly, wide right. Nick Walker in the slot on the left side. Hurd, shotgun formation. Ferrier on his right side. Walker will go in motion. Hurd looking to roll into his left. Is he going to be met in the backfield? Brady Armstrong on the tackle. And lost back to the 16-yard line. 3rd and 15 for Bigfork. Going the wrong direction here are the Vikings. Hurd, shotgun formation. Ferrier on the right side. Epperly, Konopkic out to the right for the Vikings. Garrett on the left side, tight end. Walker in the slot on the right side. Throwing, Hurd. Gets it out. Kicks it up, Ferrier. As Hurd shuttle pass to him. Ferrier takes it out. Maybe gained a yard on the play. That's going to be 4th down. So 4th and 15 for Bigfork. As Hurd was going to get trapped in the back, but able to get it out. Alford to kick. Back deep to receive is number 11, Zach Zodi for the Panthers. And the Vikings have to take a timeout. Is somebody not knowing where they're supposed to be for Bigfork, and causes the coach not happy with that one. Coach Ben with one of the players not in the right position, and Bigfork has to burn a timeout. And those are keys. You're going to need those down the stretch, especially in this ball game, to wrap things up. So they'll have 2 left going the rest of the way. 7:44 to go here in the third quarter. We're still tied at 7 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard here from Boulder, Montana. I'll be back with the punt as Alford will be back in punt formation. We'll just stay right here. Alford back deep at about inside his 5. Back at the goal line, actually. Just inside the goal line, about the 1. He'll get the snap. And Luke Oxart now back deep to receive for the Panthers. Snap, good. Blocked by Jefferson. Going to return it off the block for the touchdown. Dylan Root on the block for the Panthers. Panthers score on the block punt. And the extra point try as Zach Zodi will put it down. Root to kick. Kicks it up. And it's good. 7:38 to go here in the third quarter. Special teams. That third part of football. Offense, defense, special teams. Somebody missed a block there. And Root able to get through, block it, right in the hands. The Panther player takes it in for the touchdown. So 7:38 to go, 14-17 now on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. The Panthers lead the Vikings, and the Vikings ready to receive after this timeout from Boulder, Montana. All right, back here in Boulder, Montana. Bigfork ready to receive. Looks like Nelson and Byerman back deep to receive the kick of Root. Root kick it off from his 40. And the Vikings back around their 5-yard line is Byerman along with Jackson Nelson. Kicks it deep. Nelson going to take it just inside the 10, about the 9. Brings it straight up. Nelson's keeping running. He takes it out across the 25. Finally taken down. Out to the 26 or 27. Johnny Armstrong in on the tackle along with Luke Jackson. So 27-yard line actually for Bigfork. And 1st and 10. Konopka Epperly out to the left side. Hurd in shotgun formation. Ferrier on his left side. Walker out to the right. Looking. Picks it up. Completes it out. Does Hurd to Ferrier. Out across the 30-yard line. Say right at the 30. Luke Oxart on the tackle. Is Hurd able to get rid of it? So a pickup of about 3. And we'll call it 2nd down and 7 for the Vikings here with 7:23 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Plenty of time left. Whistle blows. Terribly, one of the players tying his shoes, so they have to put a substitution in for. Can't delay the game for that. So Armstrong comes in. One receiver right, 2 on the left side. Tristan Hurd in the backfield by himself. Shotgun formation. Ferrier in motion. Getting it out to Ferrier. Ferrier trying to go right side. Nice block up the side. He gets across the 35. And be close to a 1st down. It looks like he has gotten it. Yes. He'll take it out to the 38-yard line. 38-yard line for Bigfork and 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Konopka, Epperly, out to the left. Ferrier on the right side of Tristan Hurd. Nick Walker in the slot on the right side. Epperly in motion. Hurd looking. Ferrier. Goes to Ferrier. Oxart. Luke Oxart takes him down inside the 40. Flag on the near side. Take it back to the 37-yard line, so a loss of 1. And holding is the initial indication against Bigfork. Takes it back to the 29 on the hold call. It'll remain 1st down. 1st and 18 for the Vikes. 2 receivers out to the right. Walker in the slot on the left. Hurd in the backfield. Ferrier on his right side. Walker in motion. Tristan Hurd keeps it. Takes it across near the 40. and or excuse me, near the 35, and they'll spot it about the 34-yard line. So second and about 15 or 16. Call it the 33-yard line. So second and 16 for Bigfork. Knopke Epperly, right side. Hurd, backfield. Shotgun formation. Ferrier to his right. Hurd looking, rolling out right, looking for somebody. Throws it late, gives it over to Walker. Walker going to race down the sideline. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He breaks out of bounds. He's run out of bounds on the far side around the 30-yard line of Jefferson. So Walker laid over the middle. Picks it up, takes it down inside, all the way down to the Jefferson 28-yard line. And a nice job there by Tristan Hurd, rolling out to his right side, able to give it to Walker, and Walker using that speed and racing up the right sideline before he's pushed out of bounds on the far side by the Panthers. So first and 10 for Bigfork at the Panthers 28-yard line. Knopke, Epperly, left side. Hurd, shotgun formation. Ferrier on his left. Walker in motion. Check that. Hurd looking, throws it late, gets it over to Epperly. Epperly loses it, fumbles it right to Jefferson, loses it back. We'll see. And Bigfork looks like they came up with it. So Epperly had it, fumbles it, then Jefferson comes right back. And then Jefferson fumbled. It looked like Bigfork came up with it. I'm not sure who was on the recovery. Yep. So Bigfork comes up with it. So basically, Epperly catches it, fumbles it right in the arms of the Panthers, brings it back out, and then Jefferson fumbles it as Bigfork causes that. It'll be first and 10 for Bigfork at their own 44-yard line. Hurd will go shotgun. Two receivers right, Knopke and Epperly. Ferrier on his right side. Going to give it up to Walker. Walker inside. Met in the backfield. And 56 in on the tackle. Brady Armstrong, the defensive tackle, just a sophomore, takes it back to the 46-yard line. So a loss of 3 and second and 13. 5:09 to go here in the third quarter. Vikings trail 14-7 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Knopke, wide left. Epperly, wide right. Walker in the slot over on the right side. Hurd, shotgun formation for Bigfork. Walker, we're going motion. Hurd gets out of it, breaks the tackle, looking, throws deep. He's got a man wide open. Knopke inside the 15, broken up at the last minute. Michael Empner breaks it up inside the 15, but they had Knopke open deep. Hurd breaks the tackle, gets out, rolling right side, nearly hits him. So brings up third and 13. Two receivers left. Hurd, shotgun formation for Bigfork. Looking, Ferrier, looking, breaks, throws, breaks a tackle. Goes Hurd, pulls it down, smart idea, nobody open. He'll take it down inside the 45, or right at the 45 of Jefferson County. We've got 4th down and 12 for Bigfork. Looks like they'll the Vikings are going to go for it here. Looks like Jefferson sends somebody back deep. That's number 11, Zach Zodi. Hurd, shotgun formation, 2 receivers either side. And he kicks it off the side of his foot. Out of bounds. Didn't gain many yards. Down to the 30-yard line. And 1st and 10 for the Panthers at their own 30. I'll be back with more of the third quarter as 3:52 to go here in the third quarter. The Panthers lead 14-7 on your Hudson Excavating scoreboard here from Boulder, Montana. Well, we're ready to roll. 2 receivers to the right for Jefferson City. 1 receiver left. Shotgun formation is Oxart. Gonna roll out. Gives it back. It's caught in the backfield. Nick Walker in on the tackle. And looks going to lose a yard on the play back to the 29. It'll bring up 2nd and 11. Nick Walker on the tackle. Brings him down from behind as he gets in from his defensive end position. And they'll go trips out to the right for Jefferson. Single receiver left. Shotgun formation, Oxart. Looking, rolling right. Need to get pressure on him. He's going to tuck it and go. Wyatt Johnson trips him up along with Nelson, brings him down at about the 40. And we 1st and 10 from the Panthers' 40-yard line here. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And 1st and 10 for the Panthers. They'll send trips out to the wide side, left side. Single receiver on the right is Armstrong. Oxart, shotgun formation, looking. Need to get pressure right there. Root diving in and making the tackle is Jackson Nelson. Grabs him by the ankle, loses another. It'll be 2nd and 12 from about the 38-yard line. So a nice play as Nelson recognizes the play, gets in there quickly from his cornerback spot. Check that, 3 receivers out, trips to the left, 1 receiver right, shotgun formation. Different quarterback, 11. Zodi on the keeper. Crosses the 40 out near the 45. They'll spot it about the 43. Picks up about 5. So check that flag on the far side. And this is going to be against the Panthers. Illegal block in the back. And that'll take him all the way back 27-yard line. And they got to get out to the 50. 2nd and 23 for the Panthers. Opportunity for Bigfork to get a big stop, pinned him deep. Trips on the right side, single receiver left. Oxart looking. He's going to roll to his right, looking, throws it over the middle, tipped by Bigfork. Oh, nearly. Johnson tips it, and Epperly almost came up with the interception. Puts one hand out the 40 and just misses it. It'll fall incomplete and bring up 3rd down and 23 from the 27. So a big 3rd down here in the third quarter. with 1:40 to go. Trips to the right. Shotgun formation, one receiver to the left. Oxart looking, rolling. Pressure can punt. Nick Walker chasing him. Also getting him and running him out of bounds. That's Wyatt Johnson on the stop. He got kicked as Oxart takes it out. No gain. 4th and 23 from the 27-yard line. And look, they'll punt as Nelson and Epperly will go back to receive for the Vikings. And the Panthers use their punter as Caleb Smartnick, number 33. And he's back deep, just outside his 10, about the 12, about the 35-yard of Bigfork, or Epperly and Jackson to receive. High snap, gets it off. Nelson going to grab it, the 42-yard line. Going to be taken down at the 45. So a return of 3. So Nelson, nice job. Dylan Root on the tackle for Jefferson. Right at the Vikings' 45-yard line, 1st and 10 here with 56 seconds. So under a minute to go here in the third quarter from Boulder, Montana. Jefferson still leading 14-7 on your Flathead Mortgage scoreboard. And the Vikings come out on offense. Plenty of time, a whole nother quarter to go here. In a really good ball game here from Boulder, Montana, between the Vikings and the Panthers. Single receiver left. Shotgun formation. Check that, 2 receivers. Motion. Ferrier. Right side, going to run it up. He gets inside the 40, down near the 35, and run out of bounds. And a nice play to Ferrier. He's had success tonight, over 100 yards rushing already, 60 yards on that one touchdown play. So the Vikings take it down inside the 35, down to about the 33-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Bigfork at the Jefferson County High School 33-yard line. Clock stopped as he got out of bounds, or was tackled out of bounds in this particular case. They'll run twin receivers out to the right side, Konopka and Epperly. Shotgun formation is heard. Ferrier on his left side. Gives it to Ferrier. Ferrier right up the middle. Spin moves, taken and lit up there at the 20, but not before he gets a first down. Luke Oxart on the tackle. But Ferrier takes it all the way down to the 20. I like that play where he busted it for 60. Gets hit, spin moves, and gets taken down at the 20. 30 seconds and counting to go here in the third quarter. Twins out, right side. Ferrier, left side of Hurd. Hurd, snap. Gets it off to Ferrier. Ferrier going to go right side. Looks to run down around the 15. We'll see where they spot it on the far side. Johnny Armstrong in on the tackle. And about the 17-yard line. Picks up about 3. We'll call it 2nd and 7. And 17 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Two receivers left. Motion. Goes Johnson. Hurd looking throws. Throws out to Epperly. Epperly left side. Flag throws. Flag on the near side as Epperly gets it down to the 10-yard line. And initial indication, it's against the Vikings. 8 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Illegal block. They call pass interference on the Vikings. Takes it back out to about the 31-yard line. Got to get down to about the 11, so we'll call it 2nd and 20 for the Vikings. And 8 seconds to go here in quarter number 3, and then they'll change ends. Winding the clock. So Bigfork may let it wind 4-3. They will not get this play off before the horn blows. That's the end of the 3 quarters here from Boulder, Montana. And Panthers 14, Bigfork Vikings 7 on your Gilliard Painting scoreboard. I'll be back with the conclusion of the ball game, 4th quarter here from Boulder, Montana. So back here in Boulder, Montana, Vikings 2nd down and about 20. They're at the 31. Got to get about the 11, maybe 21 yards. And 2 receivers out right. Hurd, shotgun formation. Snap. Can he give it off? No, he fakes the handoff, throws over the middle. Oh, he had Gilliard on the crossing route. Unable to hit him at the 20. That'll bring up 3rd down and 21 for the Vikings. At the 31. They got to get all the way down to the 10-yard line. And my Bigfork math says 21. So it'll be 3rd down for the Vikes. They'll send 2 receivers, Kanopic and Epperly, out to the right side. Ferrier on the right side of Hurt. Shotgun formation. Looking. He's going to roll out. Looking for somebody deep. Over the middle. Throws late to Epperly in his feet. And not a chance for Epperly to catch that one, as behind him. It'll bring up 4th down. It's at the 31, but just throw it deep. It's like a punt. I think that's what coach is thinking. Going to go here. Just don't take a sack and give him a short field. Epperly, Kanopic, out to the left side. Wyatt Johnson, slot on the right side. Ferrier on the left side of Hurd in shotgun formation for the Vikings. Motion. Goes Epperly. Looking. Throws over the middle. Got him. Got it to Gilliard. Oh, drops it. He had Gilliard over the middle. Gilliard just couldn't hang on to it. He was going to be short of the 1st down, but that was going to put the Panthers a little bit deeper in their territory. It'll be out the 31-yard line. And 1st and 10 for the Panthers with 11:45 to go in the ball game. And 14-7 on your Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. The Panthers lead the Vikings. So the Vikings need to get a stop here and get the ball back. They had plenty of opportunities, just can't quite get that one play to get them going. So trips out to the left side, single receiver right. Oxart, shotgun formation. Looking. And probably try to run it. Dylan Root. And in on the tackle. Bryce Gilliard on the tackle at the 35. Picks up, we'll call it 3 or 4. 2nd down and 6. He's got to get out about the 42. It's a long 6 in this particular case for the Panthers. Trips out to the right side, single receiver on the left. Shotgun formation, single set back next to him. Oxart, shotgun formation, looking, hands it off to Root. Brought down immediately. Tackle, nice there, tackle by Bryce Gilliard. So Gilliard with back-to-back tackles. He'll mark it out to 37-yard line. And 3rd down, 37, got to get out to about the almost the 42. We'll call it a long 4.5. Not quite 5, not quite 4. Right in the middle. It's one of those in-betweens. Trips out to the left side, or right side, excuse me. No receivers. Single receiver on the left side. Shotgun formation. Zoxart. Last receiver comes on late. Bigfork right there. Fumbles it. Does Oxart. He's brought down for a loss in the backfield. That's Wyatt Johnson along with Nick Walker, I believe. And a long 6 yards. 4th and 6. Will the Panthers punt in their own territory about the 30, just across the 35 to 36-yard line. And they will. 33, Caleb Smartnick to punt. Epperly and Jackson Nelson back to receive. Flag flies through late in the backfield of Bigfork. They're going to call a false start on the Panthers, it looks like. False start. They'll push them back 5 yards. And 4th and 11 for the Panthers. And Smartnick back at about his 15 to receive the ball to punt it. Epperly kicks it. Epperly gets it. Going to go up to the right side. Outside, he got across the 40, out near the 50, down near the 45 of the Panthers and run out of bounds. We'll see where they spot that. Luke Oxard on the tackle, number 10 for the Panthers. And they'll spot it at the 46-yard line of Jefferson. And a 1st and 10 for Bigfork here. With 9:14 to go in the ball game, trailing by 7, 14-7. Officials timeout as a whistle blows. And because of the heat, this is official timeout. They did this in the first half. They're giving them a water break here because the temperatures when we started were above 90. So they did this in the first half, and they're doing this in the second half as well. And I'll be back with here the conclusion of the ball game here from Boulder, Montana, as the Viking trail 14-7 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. All right, we're ready to go after the water break timeout, officials timeout with 9:14 to go. Epperly, wide right, Konopke out to the left. Hurd, shotgun formation. Ferrier right next to him. Hurd, going to get it out. Ferrier doing a great job carrying the ball today. Breaks it outside and breaks it down near the 40-yard line. We'll see where they spot it as it gets pushed out of bounds. And they'll spot him out at about the 39-yard line, I believe. He's got to get down to the 36, so 2nd and 3. So a nice pickup of 7 by Ferrier, who's well over 100 yards rushing tonight. Epperly Konopkic to the left. Wyatt Johnson in the wing position. Ferrier next to the quarterback. Tristan Hurd Ferrier up the right side, knocked out of bounds. Bangs with a few guys. Taken out of bounds. For initially hit by Jay Soxar, but Root finally finishes off, pushes him out of bounds. Down to the 37-yard line. Got to get to the 36. It's 3rd down and 1 for the Vikes. So Konopkic, Epperly go to the left side. Ferrier on the left side of Tristan Hurd in shotgun formation. Wyatt Johnson on the right wing. Ferrier. Bad snap. Didn't have a chance with the snap being high. Tyler McGadian, 52, tackles him for a loss back to the 42-yard line. So, 4th down and about 7 for the Vikings. Long 6, maybe 7 yards. 2 receivers to the left. Hurd in shotgun formations. The Vikings are going for it. Ferrier going out. Can throw it out to the... Oh, Ferrier tries to run without the football and drops it. Got to catch it first as the Panthers coming up, putting pressure on him. And he turns away from the ball, doesn't come up with it. So they'll start at their own 42-yard line, and 1st and 10 for the Panthers here. 8:16, here to go in the ball game. Panthers leading 14-7. On your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard, they'll go single receiver on each side. Oxart going to hand off to Dylan Root. Dylan Root up the middle. Rodriguez right there along with initial Met, and then Gilliard as well. Taken back as Root picks up about a yard. 2nd and 9. He picks up about 1 on the play. Short. He's at the 44-yard line. Shotgun formation. 1 receiver on each side. Oxhart's going to run out to the right side. Oh, nice. Met right there. Jackson at Nelson meets Caleb Smartnick right at the 44-yard line. No gain. And a nice play there by Nelson. So 3rd down and about 9 here for Jefferson, the Panthers. Here, as the clock continues to run, about 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Trips out to the left, single receiver out right, and Oxart, shotgun formation. Root next to him on his right side. He fumbles the ball, picks it up, he's going to run, throws it late, and throws it way out of bounds. On purpose, I believe. He's intended for number 1, Armstrong, but right there was Epperly. If he tries to throw it, Epperly would have had a good chance to pick that one off. So that one's out of bounds, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down and 9. What will the Panthers do? In their own territory, at the 44-yard line, and then they'll probably punt. Epperly and Nelson go back to receive the punt as Caleb Smartnick back in punt formation about his 30-yard line. Here, Vikings nearly could have got one last time. And maybe they haven't worked on that, trying to block it. Punt, it's going to be short. Gets a roll. Fire, fire, fire out there. Got to get away. Smartnick down to the 31. Touchdown at the Bigfork 31-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Bigfork here. 6:40 to go in the ball game. A 7-point ball game on your Flathead Lakes Lodge scoreboard as the Panthers lead the Vikings 14-7. This is the Vikings' first game, and they'll be on the road next week to Conrad, and then in 2 weeks they'll be home to host Cut Bank. So, Road Warriors again at the beginning of the half, but they'll go in Epperly goes in motion from right to left, hands it off to Nick Walker. Nick Walker, run, hit. .56, Brady Armstrong in on the tackle. Walker loses back to the 29. They're at 31, so loss about 2. 2nd and 12. Yeah. Hurd having trouble with the high snap. That's what happened earlier on that 4th down over here on the other end. Makes it difficult to get the play off. Epperly left, Konopke out to the right. Hurd, shotgun formation. Epperly will go in motion, left to right. Ferrier gonna break it up. He crosses the 30 out near the 32-yard line. So he picks it up and picks up 3 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 9 for Bigfork at their 32-yard line. Need a big play right here as the clock continues to run. 5:20 to go in the ball game. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Hurd in the backfield, shotgun formation by himself. Motion goes Ferrier. Flag flies. This near side. So false start. It'll push the Vikings back, so they'll bring up 3rd and 14. So the Vikings come out from the 26-yard line. Epperly, Konopke, out to the left. Hurd, shotgun formation. Ferrier on the left side. Looking. Ferrier in the block. Hurd throwing it deep. Zach Zodi breaking it up. Close to pass interference there, but no flag. It'll be 4th down, and looks like the Vikings will go for it. Doubles, 2 receivers each side. Hurd in the backfield by himself. And he'll kick it. Back, nice punt. Rolls all the way down to around the 10, making the 12-yard line. So a quick kick by Tristan Hurd. Yeah, nice kick. Better than that first one he had. Kind of got underneath it, but takes it back about the 12-yard line. And 1st and 10 for the Panthers at their own 12 here with 4:33 to go. $14-7 on your Flathead Mortgage scoreboard. Bigfork trails by 7. They need to stop here to get the football back, have an opportunity. 1 receiver right, 1 receiver left. Shotgun formation for Oxart. They're going to probably look to run the ball. Gives it off to Dylan Root right there. Brought down. Met right away in the backfield. Nelson in on the tackle, along with Wyatt Johnson. And Rodriguez was there as well. And Rodriguez will come out of the ball game. And 61 is Wickwire now in for Rodriguez. Panthers about 2nd and 8, maybe 2nd and 7. We'll call it 8. 2 receivers left. Split backs on either side of Oxart in the backfield. He's going to look to run it right up the middle. Bigfork right there. He breaks it out outside and run out of bounds. Is Oxart by Landon Byerman. Takes it across about the 25, right at the 25. Stop a play. I can't see. Maybe there's a flag on the far side that I can't see from here. Looks like there is a flag. Holding is called on the Panthers. And that'll push them back. So instead of getting the first down, it'll be from 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And takes it back inside the 10 to about the, I believe, 7-yard line. And they got to get out to the 22, 23. So second down and 16 for the Panthers. 3:39 to go here in the ballgame. Vikings trail 14-7 on your painting scoreboard. And two receivers out to the left. Split backs on either side of Oxart in the shotgun formation. He's looking to run it right up the middle. Byerman on the tackle. Crosses the 15. Going to be spotted about the 13. Whistle blows there. Third down and about 4, maybe. Yeah, we'll call it 3rd and 4. At about the 17-yard line. 3:23 and counting. As the Panthers trying to run out the clock. Bigfork with 2 timeouts left. I think coach is trying to think if he gets a stop here on 3rd down, takes the timeout, forces them to punt, and save that other timeout. They wasted one earlier. Somebody out of position. Wish he would have had that 3rd one. 2 receivers out to the right. Oxart. Split backs on either side in shotgun formation. Looking, he's going to run it. Oh, nice tackle there by Bigfork. Falls him short. At the 20. Gilliard on the tackle for the Vikings. 4th and about along 2-3. We'll call it 3 yards. 4th and 3. From the 20, need to get to the 23. And the Panthers are going to punt it as the clock runs under 2 minutes. Under 2:25 and counting. Smartnick back to punt. Epperly. And Nelson back to receive for the Vikings. Gets it. Going for the return. Epperly comes up inside the 50 at the 48. Picks it up. Runs. He's out to the left side. He's down to the 40, 35. And tackled out of bounds to the far side by Oxart. He gets it inside the 35. Down to the 32 of Jefferson. With plenty of time. 2:02 and still the 2 timeouts to go. So an opportunity for Bigfork to take it down with 2:02 and trailing by 7. Konopkic, right side. Epperly in the slot on the right side as well. Motion goes Walker over the right side. Hurd. Shotgun formation, looking. Going to roll out to his right. Pulls back, backside. Oh, just overthrows Nick Walker. Had it for the touchdown inside the 5 and just overthrows him. And a nice play there by Bigfork. Almost hooking up there. Well, they got 2nd down and 10. It's definitely 4-down territory for the Vikings the rest of the way. Split receivers, or 2 receivers out to the right. Tristan Hurd. Shotgun formation, looking. Get rid of it. Throws it deep. He's got a man deep. Konopkic in the corner. And he makes a catch for the touchdown. Cole Konopkic. Flag on the play. Flag on the near side, the same official. throwing that flag here on the near side. As Cole Konopkic catches it in the right corner of the end zone. Waving off the flag. A touchdown by Bigfork with 1:48 to go. Now Hurd will try to tie the ball game up. It's been a heck of a ball game back and forth all night. So officials got together, no flag, and so Hurd on for the extra point try. Wyatt Johnson to hold for the Vikings to tie the ball game up with 1:48 to go. Gets it down. Kick is up. It looks good. Right down the middle. We're tied at 14 as Hurd puts it through the uprights with 1:48 to go here in the ball game. And Bigfork ties it up on a nice pass from Tristan Hurd. Cole Konopkic in the corner. His back jumps up, catches it, brings it down nearly by the right flag of the end zone. And then Hurd makes the extra point. And 14-14 on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard here in Boulder, Montana. And so a player is down for the Panthers, and I'll be back here with the conclusion of the ball game. That was 56 Brady Armstrong who went down in that play. He'll have to come out of the ball game. Looks like he's cramped up. In this heat, I can't believe more players haven't cramped up. So 1:48 to go here, and Bigfork will kick off to the Panthers. You got the Oxnard brothers going back, Jace and Luke, and kicking off for Bigfork. Number 22, Troy Alford. And we'll see what happens here. We could be headed for overtime. Who knows? But plenty of time with 1:48 to go. So a nice job there by Hurd to find Konopkic in the corner. Alford to kick off. Kicks it deep over the head. Jace Konopkic back near the 6-yard line, picks it up. And tackled across the 25. Looks like number 12 for Bigfork. Sam Plummer in on the tackle. I got him. Out to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers at their own 28. And 1:41 to go here. We're tied at 14 apiece on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard here from Boulder, Montana. So trips to the left. One receiver out right, Oxart. Root next to him in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Take it, he's going to roll out to his left. Looking to throw. Pressure put on. And a nice job there running him down. Nick Walker. And coming to help was Jackson Nelson. And Oxart tackled for a loss. He'll lose 2 on the play, 2nd and 12. So Bigfork finally putting some pressure on him and able to get to him. Walker from his defensive end spot. And then Nelson from his corner spot comes up and caused the 2-yard loss. So 2nd down and 12. And under a minute to go here, 55 seconds and counting. Trips out to the right. Root on the left side of Oxart. Single receiver on the left side. Oxart looking to throw. Pressure put it on. He got it from behind. That's Baldy. Baldy comes from behind and sacks him inside the 20. Oxart goes down. And a nice play there by Manny Baldy. They'll go back inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line. They get it out to the 38. I'm going to call that 3rd and 20 for the Panthers as 15 seconds. I think they're going to let their clock run out here in the ball game, and we're going to go to overtime. So little overtime rules, and that's exactly what's going to happen. The clock will run out. We end tied after 4 quarters complete. We'll head to overtime, so we'll have a coin toss, find out who goes first. So 14-14 on your Flathead Mortgage scoreboard here from Boulder, Montana. I'll be back with overtime here in the first ball game of the season for the Vikings here from Boulder, Montana. It's Jefferson, the Panthers, 14. Bigfork, the Vikings, 14. James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes Vals. Glad to be with you here. Opening of the season 2022 for the Vikes. I'll be back here with overtime momentarily. Well, overtime coin flip brought to you by Gilliard Painting. And we'll look to hear overtime. So the Vikings able to step up and score late, force overtime. Nearly had a chance right there. They'd have had more time. Defense really stepping up. And so same captain's out there going to coin flip, and then that person or that team gets to choose whether they want to go first or second. Each team will get a possession in here in overtime. So you really want to win the flip and go second. That is because you know what their team did, and looks like Bigfork has won the toss. No, Bigfork has won the toss. And I couldn't tell if they're going to defend or receive or go first. Typically, you want to go second. So overtime here. So the Panthers look like they will go on offense first. That's kind of a good thing for Bigfork, because then if Bigfork can get a stop, they know what they need to do. I remember the last overtime, 2009, playing the Plains Hot Springs Savage Horsemen, and Travis Knowles scored from 7 yards out, and then we were able to hold them, sack them, and win the ball game 35-29. But that was back in 2009. So we don't. So the Panthers will get first and goal from the 10. So Oxart split backs on either side, looking to run it. Try to run it in. Bigfork's got to come up big. Oxart right up the middle, takes it down near the 6. Down is 51. That's Baldy. Baldy's been doing a nice job there on defense. Made that sack earlier. So they'll go at about the 6, just outside the 5. So they got second and goal here from about the 6-yard line. Two receivers out to the left. Split backs on either side of Oxart. I think they're just going to, Jefferson is just going to continue to run it. Oxart right up the middle. Bigfork stopping right there. Gilliard stops Oxart at about the 4-yard line. That'll bring up third and goal from the 4. And if Bigfork can get a stop here, that forces Jefferson to decide, kick a field goal or go for the touchdown. So if you don't score, that puts a lot of pressure on you here. So we'll see what happens. Oxart going to put trips out to the right. Root right next to him on the right side. Shotgun formation. Single receiver left. Yeah, got him to jump. Bigfork did this switch. And looked like Jefferson jumped. So flag on the near side. Maybe on the far side as well. Dead ball. Okay, simulating the snap count was the call. That the 2. Third and goal from the 2. So the Panthers need to score here, or do they kick a field goal or go for it? So we'll see after this play. Bigfork needs to come up with a big play here. They'll go back that same formation. 2 receivers left and split backs on either side of Oxart. They're going to run it right up the middle, I feel, with Oxart. Yep, they are. And Bigfork gets the stop. Oh, nice job. Byerman knocks him down at the 1. 4th and goal from the 1. So are the Panthers going for it or call a timeout and kick basically an extra point? And he'll take a timeout to make that decision. So timeout by Jefferson here from Boulder, Montana, 14-14. It is 4th and goal from the 1 for the Panthers. Bigfork will get the ball after this play from the 10-yard line and be first and goal from there. We'll be back with the conclusion of the ball game from Boulder, Montana. Okay, back here. 4th and goal for the Panthers. And they huddle up out there. Tied at 14. And they'll probably go for it. Oxart going to go up under center. High formation. Second guy through. Oh, they stopped him. Baldy stops him. Short. The Vikings stop him at the 1. Baldy gets in there. Second guy through was Root. And short at the 1. So it'll be Bigfork's opportunity with the football as they stop Jefferson as Oxart goes under center, goes I formation, and stops him short. Wow. So now the Vikings in the north end of the field will get the ball at the 10-yard line, and all they need to score is a field goal. But I'm sure they won't pass it. They'll probably run it. So Bigfork over there breaking the huddle. Last year, that Lion Weeder just run it right in. Well, we're a little small but quick this year. Tristan Hurd. 2 receivers right. Nick Walker, left wing. Hurd, shotgun formation. Ferrier. Walker goes in formation over the left side. Makes Jefferson switch. Hurd, going to run it right up the middle. Takes it inside the 10. Down around the 9 or 8-yard line. Brady Armstrong on the tackle. Number 56, who was injured earlier, but good to see him back in the ball game for Jefferson. So 2nd down and goal. Inside the 10, about the 9-yard line. Again, Ferrier, left side of Hurd. Hurd shotgun formation. Receiver on either side for Bigfork. Going to give it to Ferrier. Ferrier going to try to run out the right side. Gets it up. Gets hit. Picks up a couple. Luke Oxart on the tackle. He'll take it down to about the 7. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 7 for Bigfork. Well, Hurd can kick it. So, and I've seen him last year. He's got a good leg. So Hurd, shotgun formation. Ferrier, right side. Epperly, Konopkic, right side. Nick Walker on the wing on the left side. Hurd, high snap. No, they say he's down. Down at the 16-yard line. And once again, the high snap comes to hurt the Vikings. And Bigfork will take a timeout at the 16-yard line. So Walker could not handle the snap. And we're tied at 14 and 4th and goal from the 16 for the Vikings. And I'll be back with the conclusion here momentarily from Boulder. All right, 4th and goal. Hurd will try it. Put it down to 22, a 32-yard field goal. Hurd's got the leg, so he might as well try from this distance. Partially blocked, no good. And we'll go to a second overtime. They'll probably change ends. That means Bigfork. I'll be back here momentarily. All right, so second overtime here in Boulder, and Bigfork on offense first as they switch. Hurd shotgun formation, ball at the 10-yard line. Two receivers out to the right side. Ferrier on his left. Walker will go in motion, switch over to the right side. Hurd looking, snapping, looking to throw. Hurd going to run with the ball up the middle. He crosses the 10, down to the 9. Yeah, didn't have anybody open, looking for Konopkic or Epperly up the right side, but neither one was open. We're tied at 14 still. And it'll be second and goal from the 9-yard line for the Vikings. A real big opportunity for Vikings on the first one by stopping them at the 1 on defense. She really run up the middle and kick an extra point, but that snap got him again. Two receivers left. Shotgun formation is Hurd. Looking, going to throw it. Hurd throws it over the middle. Got Epperly. Epperly in. Nice spin move by Epperly. Gets in for the touchdown. So Epperly coming back to Hurd. Catches it. Spin moves, puts his hand down so he doesn't go down, and runs it into the end zone for the touchdown for the Vikings. Now the extra point try, the all-important extra point try, as Hurd will come in. Wyatt Johnson to put it down at the 10. And Hurd right here. Snap on the way, gets it down. Hurd up. And right through the middle. So 7:40 to go here in the second. Overtime is Vikings lead 21-14 now on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Now Jefferson will have an opportunity on offense, and they know what they need to do. They got to score a touchdown, get an extra point to force a third overtime. I'll be back here from Boulder, Montana. All right. Here it is. Trips out to the right. Oxard will be shotgun formation by himself. Single receiver on the right side. They know what they need to do. Oxard going to run it up the middle. And Matt right there taken down. Maybe gain a couple yards. Looks like Manny Baldy in on the tackle. Takes it down to the 7. So second and goal from the 7. For the Panthers. Got to decide if you're going to run it or you're going to pass it. Bigfork decided to throw it, and Hurd able to capitalize. Oxart, shotgun formation. Next to him is Root. Now Oxart going to roll out to the left. Taken out of bounds by Wyatt Johnson. Fumble. Recovered by the Vikings. And Bigfork recovers it. That is going to be your ball game. As Wyatt Johnson makes the tackle, recovered by one of the Vikings. And class act there by Ethan Rodriguez, shaking the officials' hands and the other players for the Panthers' hands. So heck of a ball game. here. I'll be back with your full game stats. 21-14, the Vikings win this on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard here from Boulder, Montana. An exciting ball game here in Boulder. Well, welcome back to Boulder County. An exciting way to start out the season, and the Vikings win this one double overtime, 21-14 over a very valiant and good Jefferson team here in Boulder. I'll get your full game stats here momentarily. Trying to get the coach to come up, if at all possible. And postgame brought to you by Demolition and Site Preparation, Hanson Excavating. Demolition, Site Preparation, Excavating, and Grading. In business for 30 years. Fred Hanson, 837-1051. Or HansonExcavating.com. Just a heck of a ball game. Both teams on both sides just battling it out. And I'll look at my email here. And let me get, here we go with the stats. Full game stats. So double overtime. Bigfork scores 7 in overtime, so you have 2 chances here. So Ferrier with the score in the second quarter, then Jefferson scores. Oxart completes the pass to Zodi. Then Jefferson scores Troy out with 7:36 left to go in the third. With 1:48 to go, Tristan Hurd in the corner. Great catch by Cole Konopke for 32 yards, and Hurd makes the extra point. Then Hurd finds Isaac Epperly for 9 yards, and the point after good. 21-14 your final. Bigfork offensively, 355 yards to 188 for the Panthers. So a nice job there. Passing-wise, Hurd was 5 of 8. Same thing for, that's first downs, my bad. Here, a little bit. Hurd was 11 of 21, 127 yards and 2 touchdowns. Oxnard, 8 of 14, 69 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And I'm not sure. I'll give you the rest of the stats. I'll see if the coach will come up or not here. Look, rest of Bigfork. Joseph Ferry, 19 carries, 169 yards, 1 touchdown. Nick Walker, 7 carries, 67 yards. Johnson, 2 for 7. And for them, leading the way, Oxnard, 8 of 14 again, 69 yards, 1 touchdown. He ran 24 times, 67 yards, so Bigfork actually kept him in check. Dylan Root, 18 carries for 51 yards. And Jace Oxnard, 1 for 2. Looking at the rest of the stats, receiving, Zodi 4 for 37, Jace 1 for 20, Armstrong 2 for 12. Eberly, it's 5 catches, 49 yards and a touchdown. Then Walker 2 for 37, Cole Konopke 1 for 32 and the touchdown. Bryce Carey 1 for 5, Ferrier 2 for 4. Overall defense, Johnson led the way with 8.5. Manny Baldy 6.5. Manny Baldy really stepped up late for the Vikings in there. That 4th and goal, and I formation makes the tackle there that saves it there for Bigfork. Gave him a chance there and almost pulled it off in the first overtime. Gilliard's 6.5 as well. So is Jackson Nelson. Great job. Cole Konopke 5. Ethan Rodriguez and Landon Byerman 4.5. Byerman, his first game, and gets an interception as well. Abe Oaks, Tyler Wickwire 3 and 2. 1.5 for Ferrier. Tidwell, Nick Walker with 1. Leading the way for them was Oxnard. Tough player. He's just a sophomore, 11.5 tackles. Root 8, Smartnick 5.5, Oxnard Jay, with 4, along with Armstrong with 4, Etmore with 3, and Johnny Armstrong here with 2.5, along with Jackson Johnson 2.5 as well. McGady with 2, Zodi with 2, Master with 1, along with Noble, and a half one for Zitrich. So that's your final here from Boulder, Montana. The Vikings win this one. Takes 2 possessions in overtime to win this one and win this. I was going to try to find out who caused that fumble. I think it was Wyatt Johnson that caused the fumble, and who recovered it on defense. Let me see if that shows in our defensive stats. And it doesn't show on here. Anyway, great job by the Vikings in their first game. And I'm just going to wrap things up. Doesn't look like they are able to come out, so I'll just wrap things up here from Boulder, Montana, as the Vikings win this one 24-14. They'll be on the road at Conrad next week, next Friday night. I will not be in Conrad. Got a couple of home volleyball matches Friday and Saturday, but the following week we're home to Cutbank. We'll see you then. Thanks for joining me on BFST Events out there. Thanks to all my sponsors. Great job here. Great job by the Vikings. Well, thank you for that, and good night here from Boulder, Montana.